Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, we have reformatted the show. We're going to do the national show and the local show. So those of you that watch the show from a national perspective, who don't care what's going on in Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, won't be bothered. Today is National Working Moms Day. Sabrina's a working mom, so is Loretta, so is Sarah. Some of the best working moms. I tell them all the time, I don't know how they do it. They have to work all day. Then they got to go home and take care of a grumpy husband, fix dinner, take care of kids, do whatever. I don't know how they do it. It's pretty freaking amazing. I say working moms are special. All right, Trump buys a Tesla right outside the White House. What a great move. You know, Elon Musk and Donald Trump are buddies, and I love to see it because with his brains and his fortune, and Donald Trump with his brains and his talent and his position as president, it's a beautiful thing to see what they're going to accomplish. Ukraine agrees to a ceasefire in Saudi Arabia. That is a wonderful thing. Peace is on its way. Marco Rubio says it's now on to Putin to see what Putin has to say. Of course, they've already probably felt that out. Continuing resolution passes. They didn't need old Thomas Massey's vote. Now it goes off to the United States Senate, and we'll see what happens in the Senate. Gavin Newsom actually paid for, secretly, a statue of himself in San Francisco City Hall. That is hysterical. I got to ask Kimberly Guilfoyle if she knows anything about that. AOC is under investigation for spending campaign funds on a bunch of dance lessons or something. Bizarre. Weird. Maine feels the pain of Doge. All those universities up in Maine, federal funding cut. They're just so spiteful. Don Jr. has spoken. He had Nate Morris, who's running for the U.S. Senate seat in Kentucky, on his show, and he said Daniel Cameron isn't needed because he's a McConnellite. Wonder how he got convinced of that. And you can't make this up. He said he's not running for president because his buddy J.D. Vance is who he put all the political capital in. Makes sense to me. All right, Canada backs off all those tariffs. Trump, but the electricity's back on. Don't you see how it works? Fox News has got an audience as big as ABC, NBC, CBS now. Isn't that something? Doctor, this beautiful doctor who stood next to Elon Musk during Trump's speech last week, didn't know him. It was just happenstance that she was sitting next to him. But social media has destroyed her. Is she the new baby mama? Poor thing. She's a doctor. Unbelievable. Trump is now going after Ohio State University and all their wokeness. I love it. And the Democrats polling, their own polling shows that no one trusts them. Why should they? They've been lying about everything, lying about Trump, lying about Biden's mental health. I mean, just everything. They're a bunch of lying scoundrels. Look at Chuck Schumer. Would you like to break those glasses on his nose? World news. Greenland votes, and it looks like that all of these parties are not like anti becoming part of the United States territory, but I think the group that's least likely barely won. So we'll see what the fallout is. And Iran's president says, you go ahead and do whatever you want, Mr. Trump. I'm not negotiating with you. Okay, let it roll. And National Sports Without Boundaries. This guy, Junior Bridgman, died at 71 years old of a heart attack. He played for the Milwaukee Bucks for 9 years. After Magic Johnson, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan, the richest ex-NBA player. Of course, LeBron's still there. Became a billionaire. Restaurants. Joey Bosa signed a one-year deal with the Buffalo Bills. He was wanting to hook up with his brother in San Francisco, but he's going to get $14 million next year to play for the Bills. And the Cowboys re-signed their punter, their returner Turpin, and the long snapper from the Raiders. Tiger underwent surgery for his Achilles heel. Not good. In pop culture, Timothy Chalamet has apparently bought a $300,000 engagement ring for Kylie Jenner. And Chuck Norris's birthday was 2 days ago. I'm sad I missed it, but I love Chuck. So I'm going to go ahead and give him his props. Mel Gibson gets his guns back, causing a controversy. The DOJ, somebody resigned in protest of him getting his guns back. And Kid Rock wants to take Bill Maher to the White House to have dinner with Trump to unify the country. In history, today was the day that Harry Truman announced the Truman Doctrine, and the whole idea of the Truman Doctrine, and it began with us saving Greece, was to contain communism. And that has been our policy since. I love me some Harry S. Truman. Shakespeare insult of the day: do not be a bum-bally, flap-eared bootock. I love that. Just don't be. Have a great day.